Hey guys, my name is Em and welcome back to the start of a brand new weekly reading vlog. I am so excited for this reading vlog because this is the vlog for the Autumn in August Readathon hosted by Jodie from Vanilla Moon and myself, and I'm so excited to film this vlog and to read and to get into like the cozy autumn mood and to read some spooky books as well. So the readathon goes from today, which is Monday the 14th of August, until Sunday the 20th of August, so basically this entire week, and there are 9 reading prompts. I have picked a book for every single prompt, but I doubt that I'm going to be able to get through 9 books this week because it actually is a very busy week for me, so I probably will end up doubling up on a lot of the prompts, but I'm still really excited to read as much as I possibly can this week. I'm not going to show you my entire TBR because I will probably end up changing it throughout the week and like mood reading and just choosing books that I want to read, but I will be trying to keep them all spooky themed and cozy themed. So up first, I am currently actually reading 2 books, and it's possible that I'm going to finish both of these books today, honestly, because they're both kind of short enough, and I feel like finishing 2 books on day 1 of the readathon would definitely be a bonus. So the first book that I'm currently reading is not necessarily a spooky book, but yes, so the first book up is Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. This is a small town cowboy yeehaw romance. I'm reading this book for the prompt of read a book that feels like a hug, because I feel like small town romances just feel like a hug and it feels like autumn. So even though it's not necessarily a spooky book, I do think it's like a cozy book, and small town romances just always give me those like cozy rainy day vibes, and that is exactly what I'm going for. So that is the first book that I'm reading. I did start it last night and I got 16% of the way through the book. It is a short enough book, it's like 250 pages I think, so hopefully I might be able to finish it today. I'm not sure, but that's the goal, to finish this book today. And then also this morning I started an audiobook, and the audiobook that I started was Ghost Squad by Clarabelle A. Ortega, and I'm already really liking this book. This is a short audiobook, I think it's like 5.5 hours long in total, and the prompt that I'm using for this book is read a book with a spooky word in the title, because ghost is in the title. This is a short middle grade audiobook. I think it's like 5.5 hours long in total, and I'm listening to it on like 1.5 speed, so it will actually take me less time than that, which is very short for an audiobook, but I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm actually already 2 hours into this book. I was listening to it all morning as I was putting together my TBR for this readathon and like planning out my week and things like that. I was listening to the audiobook. I do think I could possibly finish this book today if I like do some like cleaning or reorganizing or something like that. I might listen to this audiobook as well. So yeah, they are the first 2 books that I'm reading for this readathon. I'm so excited to just get straight into it. I will take you with me, of course. I do actually have like a really busy week, but I'm gonna try and incorporate reading into every spare moment that I do have. I'm really excited to get cozy and read some cozy spooky books, and yeah, welcome to the vlog. I really hope you enjoy. Let me know down in the comments if you took part in this readathon, what you read, how much you read, did you enjoy it, everything like that. And yeah, welcome to the vlog. I will come back to you when I have my first reading update. I genuinely feel like that just sums up Irish summers so well. Like, I was literally sitting outside reading in my chair in the garden in a sundress, and in the space of 5 minutes it started like downpouring and it got really cold. So I've come back inside and I've put on my Love on Tour hoodie. I have now just finished my first book of the Autumn in August readathon. I've just finished Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. I ended up giving this book a 3 out of 5 stars. It wasn't amazing, honestly. I don't really think that I liked it that much, but also I didn't dislike it too much either. It was just kind of average for me and it was fairly forgettable. Like, I do feel like give it another week and I won't remember anything about this book. Nothing really stood out to me, but it was fun, it was good, it was easy to read, and the prompt that I used it for was a book that felt like a hug, and I do stand by that, honestly, because it's a small town cowboy romance with a very close-knit family, and I feel like that definitely does feel like a hug. So yeah, I read it, it was average, and now I can move on to the next book. I actually don't know what book I'm going to move on to next because I am still listening to Ghost Squad on audio, but I feel like I need to have a physical book as well as an audiobook because like not every time that I want to read I'm in the mood for an audiobook. So yeah, I think that I will probably pick up another physical book, but I haven't yet decided what I want to pick up. I kind of want to pick up a fantasy book, but because this is like, you know, a spooky autumn readathon, I feel like I want to pick up like a spooky fantasy book. I kind of want to pick up something like The Bone Houses by Emily Lloyd Jones. I don't know if there's any books that I own that are like that, but that's the kind of vibe that I'm looking for right now. So if I come across a book that I want to pick up, I will let you guys know. But it's now just after 2 p.m. and I do actually have a good bit to do today. I have some family coming down at the end of this week, and then Sophia's coming to stay with me next week, so I have a lot of like cleaning and organizing to do. So I'm probably going to do that for a couple of hours, then I might go for a walk. So I don't know if I'm going to get to start another book before this evening, but I will let you know if I do and what book I decide to pick up. But yeah, I'm really happy that I managed to finish my first book of the readathon. It is now Thursday and it is day 4 of the Autumn in August readathon, and I have just picked up You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight by Kaylin Barron. I am really excited to read this book. I bought this one a couple of weeks ago and it just gives me the perfect autumnal vibes. And also I'm buddy reading this book with my friend Caitlin over on Instagram, and it's just going to be so much fun to kind of discuss it. So I did just start it this morning. Also, this is like a very short book, so I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to finish it all today. Now I do actually have a lot to do today, and my cousin is coming to stay with me overnight. I don't know what time she's arriving at, but I'm assuming it's going to be like late afternoon or something, and I'm really excited to see her and to spend some time with her. So I don't know how much time I'm going to be reading because we're going to be doing other things, but maybe later in the evening if we put on a movie I might read while we watch the movie, or even before bed, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a very fast read though, because I did only start it this morning and I'm already on page 76, so it's just very easy to fly through. This book is kind of like a slasher book, which I actually really like reading because they are spooky, but like it's just the perfect amount of spookiness where you're like kind of just really tense and like scared, but like jump scares. I've only read one other slasher book, which was Clown in a Cornfield, which I actually really loved, and I want to read the second one this autumn. But yeah, this one really good so far. It is like 250 pages I think, so hopefully I will be able to finish this one today. It's coming to that stage of the week where it's kind of obvious that I'm not going to be able to read the 11 books that I predicted that I was going to read, because it's like Thursday and I've finished one book. But I do plan on finishing this book. Maybe I'll squeeze in another book in there somewhere, I don't know. I might also try to finish Ghost Squad on audio. But yeah, that is my update for right now. I am having such good fun with this readathon so far. Like it's just the perfect vibes and I've really been enjoying it. Hi besties. Okay, the Autumn in August readathon is now over for a while actually. The rest of that week just ended up getting so busy, and I don't know why I thought I could still film and read so much when I was that busy, but ultimately I couldn't do that. However, I did end up reading one more book, and that book is You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight by Kaylin Barron. I do think I told you that I started this book, but I didn't tell you that I finished it or give you my updates on it. I read this book fairly quickly honestly, because it is a short enough book and it is very gripping, very fun. As it is like a horror twisty kind of book, I'm not going to tell you too much about it because I don't want to spoil anything. However, all I will say is that like the first half or even the first 3/4 of this book were amazing. I was thinking that this is going to be a 5-star read because it had the perfect like summer camp slasher 80s horror vibe, and I truly thought that this was going to be just an amazing phenomenal read and that I was going to love it so much, because that's definitely the way that it was headed. And I just think that like if you've watched like Fear Street, particularly the first one where it's set at like the summer camp, it gave those vibes, or any other like summer camp slashers. However, towards the ending this book got incredibly silly, and that is really frustrating because it had so much potential and like it could have been a 5-star read, it could have been amazing, but the ending just let it down. And I don't think that I'm the only one that felt that way, but I feel like the ending of this book and like the twists and turns of this book just got like really silly and goofy and like not scary at all, because they were so, I don't want to say fake, because obviously like this is not like a real book, this is a fiction book, but like to me the first like 3/4 of this book felt like a real like tense scary situation with these people, and then the last quarter was like, okay, this is almost funny now because it is so bad and so silly. And I buddy read this book with my friend Caitlin on Instagram, and we chatted about it when I finished the book, because I thought I was the only one that felt like the ending was a bit silly, but she thought that as well. Like it had so much potential, and then like it just lost all of its like scary factor and all of its build up when the actual reveals happened. I don't know how else to explain it, but that's kind of how I felt about it anyways. So yeah, I ended up giving this book a 3.5 stars because I did still like it, and it's not that I hated the ending, I just think it literally took away from all of the build up that we had and like all of the kind of realistic scares that we had in the first half of the book. So yeah, I gave this book a 3.5 stars. I did still really like it. I think it was good, and I do think it's worth a read. Like I don't think it was bad at all, but I just think that the ending was just silly billy and definitely got rid of that 5-star vibe that I was getting. But yeah, I'm still really glad that I read this one, and I would still recommend it. But yeah, that is honestly it for this video. I'm going to end it out now. I did not read as much as I thought I was going to read at all, but these things happen, and I did still finish a couple of books and did read and did get in like the spooky mood and everything like that. So I hope you enjoyed nonetheless. I know that this is like a shorter vlog, but hopefully I'll be bringing back my longer vlogs soon. But yeah, that is it for this video guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay amazing, stay kind, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.